Welcome everybody to another edition of the Hurricane Host Adam. Let's go. So Shedeur Sanders had his pro day, 62 of 67 passing. Showed you all the range that you need. Hitting guys left, hitting guys right, deep in stride. These guys didn't have to slow down for the ball. They even had to make adjustments and made great catches, which shows you he has the arm strength that everyone tells me he don't. The guy launched the ball 40 yards, 50 yards downfield. What are we talking about arm strength? I don't understand it. We went to this pro day and people are still hating on this guy. I'll tell you what, though. Giants have him at 3. They should pick him. Hands down, bar none. I don't care about Travis Hunter. I don't care about Abdul Carter. I don't care about any about that. We need to go get the quarterback. Stop worrying about doing this cute shit. Say, let's get him let's trade up to get him. Right? Because then guess what's going to happen? Somebody like the Saints is going to be like, all right, bet. We'll take him at 9. Because you tried to fuck around. And then you're left holding your fucking shit. Like, what the fuck did I do? How the fuck did I get here? Where are we? Oh, I got to trade up now to go get Jackson Dart? Oh, I got to go trade up now to go get Jalen Milroe when I had a guy sitting at my fucking doorstep and I decided to pass on him? Why? Because I wanted to have my cake and eat it too. You did that last year, Giants. You don't get to eat your cake this year. You took the blue chipper. You decided to cash in that chip early. Now we want to do it again. For what? Because we have Russell Wilson here for a year? Who we don't even know is going to be good, looked cooked in some of the games last year. Go watch him. I'm excited as the next guy about Russell Wilson, but he ain't stopping me from drafting Shedeur Sanders. He ain't stopping me from doing that. Period. And if you think that does, I'm sorry. I got a bridge to sell you. Okay? Because that shit ain't happening. If he's here and you deem him good, pick him. I don't want you to trade back into the first and give up assets for a guy who's a lesser talent. You miss on Travis Hunter? Hey, guess what? You miss on Travis Hunter. Period. You took Malik Nabers last year. So now you want to double dip on a blue chipper and then not get a top of the class quarterback who you don't know what team is doing what right now? How do you know? They tried to do this with Michael Penix last year. They wanted Michael Penix. But they wanted them to get him when he was closer down in the draft. They didn't think that Atlanta would go get him. You got to play you can't play your games. If you like Shedeur Sanders, don't risk it. Don't risk it. You got plenty of teams in the top 10 who can pick him. You got plenty of teams who might trade back up. For all we know, what if the Browns trade up? What if the Browns move heaven and earth to get in front of Pittsburgh to take him? Don't let it go. It's one player. It's one pick. Take him now. Take him now. And just worry. Don't worry about Travis Hunter. Guess what? I'll give you a thing. If you're good enough, next year's draft class, if you don't give up your first round pick next year, you'll have a chance to get a guy that's like Travis Hunter. I'll book it. You'll get a better top 10. The draft next year is heavier than it is this year. I'll put it on. But you don't want to be in the top 5 next year. And why wouldn't you want next year to be like, let's get our quarterback? Instead of having to chase down and pay a guy $55 million a year because he's disgruntled on his team, because you didn't put the resources in. When are we as a fan base going to get sick and tired of being sick and tired of not drafting a quarterback? You look at the league, there's 6 quarterbacks that are not drafted in the first round in the NFL that are starting. Every team has a first rounder except for 6. You could name them. I can give you like 3 or 4 right now. Eagles, Saints. You got the Cowboys. You got the 49ers. You got teams like that who have started their quarterbacks. The rest of the league, the Raiders with Geno Smith. That's 5 right there. And there could be 1 or 2 more. But everybody else, they've got their quarterback. They invested in them because they gave a damn. Oh, and the Giants' number 6 was Russell Wilson. Look at it. Not me. Just look at it. Those are the 6 teams. There could be a 7th or 8th out there. I could be wrong. But what I'm saying is the majority is less. Most of the teams in the NFL have a quarterback that was drafted in the first round. Go down the list. Okay? We'll start with you can go to the NFC West. You have Seattle with Sam Darnold. Okay? Arizona, Kyler Murray. Okay. Geno's, they got, I just said Sam Darnold, Kyler Murray. We said Brock Purdy already for one of the teams that doesn't have a first round quarterback, right? And I'm missing another team in the West. Oh, the Rams, first round quarterback, and Matthew Stafford. 3 out of the 4 teams in that division alone have a first round quarterback. You go to the entire NFC East, 3 out of the 4 teams have a quarterback that wasn't drafted in the first round. And that's 3. That's half of the teams I already told you about. You got Jaden Daniels first round. You go to the NFC South. All their quarterbacks in the NFC South are first round grades. Baker, Bryce, Penix. Okay? I'm forgetting who's in that division right now. The last one. And New Orleans. But that's the other team that we mentioned, right? So we already have 5 teams. We got the 3 in the NFC. We got the 1 in the NFC West and 1 in the NFC South. Okay? 3 in the NFC East, 1 in the NFC South. If you go to the NFC North, they're all first-round quarterbacks. The entire division is first-round quarterbacks. McCarthy, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, and Caleb Williams. 4. We've named all the divisions. And I just named you 5 teams in the NFC alone that have the quarterbacks that weren't drafted in the first round. You go to the AFC, you can do the AFC East. What is that? The Bills, the Jets, the Miami Dolphins, and the Patriots, right? Bills, Josh Allen. Jets, Justin Fields. Okay? Patriots, Drake May. Miami, Tua Tagovailoa. Okay? Go to the AFC West. There have 3 out of the 4 teams in the AFC West have a quarterback that's in the first round. Geno Smith is the only one that's not. You have Mahomes, you have Herbert, and you have Bo Nix. That's 3 out of 4. Then you go to the AFC South with the Texans, the Titans. We think are going to have a first-round quarterback. They're one right now in limbo, right? So we can throw the 7th team in there, being the Titans right now. But I'm going to pencil in Cam Ward there, right? So all 4 of those teams are going to have first-round picks, right? Because you have C.J. Stroud, you have Anthony Richardson, and Daniel Jones, and you have Trevor Lawrence, and then you have unless the Titans don't pick one, the Titans. So that would be the 7th team. Okay, and that was the AFC South. We did the AFC South, the AFC East, and the AFC West already. All right? The AFC North. Let's go there. The only team right now that doesn't have a quarterback is Pittsburgh, but if they get Aaron Rodgers, that would be a first-round quarterback. Okay? Then you have Baltimore, first-round quarterback. Deshaun Watson for the Browns technically was a first-round quarterback, and so was Kenny Pickett. If we're really being honest with ourselves, okay? Not to mention the Bengals with Joe Burrow. So 6 to 7 teams have quarterbacks that are not drafted in the first round on their roster. 6 to 7 teams. If you include the Tennessee Titans in that debate, we got up to 6. There's 2 in the AFC and 5 in the NFC. You see what I'm saying? And 1 in the NFC South, and the AFC South is possibly going to take one. So if they take Cam Ward, that whole division's first-round picks. You'll have 1 team in the entire AFC conference with a quarterback that wasn't drafted in the first round, and that would be the Raiders. That would be the Raiders. Quarterbacks matter. Time to get yours. And after today's pro day, you're damn right you should be on that train. You're damn right. I don't know how Shedeur Sanders goes from arguably being the best quarterback and the number 1 overall pick to now he's going to the mid to late 20s or possibly even the second round. Give me a break. Quarterbacks with less talent and less accolades and less history of doing it have gone higher than him. I mean, look at Anthony Richardson. He doesn't even have half the tape that Shedeur Sanders has, and he went in the first round. Like, don't give me this nonsense. Take your quarterback if he's there. Period. Have a good one.